Yeah, Dave Johnson here with Day Trade the Markets. We're looking at a 1 minute chart of the Emini S&P. I've just gotten short here at 2354.25. We've got a resistance area just above 2356, so we've obviously gotten pretty close to that. And you can see slightly earlier in the session, we did get up to, I think it was just within a tick or two of 56. Actually, it hit 56 right here, yeah. So we've just hit 55.25. And you notice that the bar that did that is what we call a deceleration bar. There's a triangle above it. It's a buying bar with a triangle above it. So the amount of buying in there had decelerated. And so that's why we went ahead and got short. So not sure how much the objective is on this, however. Interday, we are definitely in a down auction. The next resistance slash support was at 49.50. We've moved through that, obviously, so that would be the next target on the downside. Should the market get below this area right in here around 52.75, 52.50, which was the, you can see the trade location zone support that the Day Trade the Markets has established right here, and then the top part of it here is the resistance. So intraday auction is down. We have a resistance area at 56.25. That's really the reasons why getting short here as far as the context of the trade is concerned. And we have been going sideways here for some time. The market may go up and make a slightly new high before coming down, but I think we're good to go here, and we are short 4, so I'm going to go ahead and buy part of this position back at 52.75. So I'm going to buy 2 contracts back at 1.5. And then hopefully we get down around the 49 area, 49 to 50. I'm going to actually put an order in here to buy 1. I'll put the buy limit 2 and then change that down to 1. So we've got our objectives in there. Now as far as the stop is concerned, I'm going to put a stop in here at 57.50. It's a bit larger stop, but just to be on the safe side and have something in here that's sort of a God forbid kind of thing, because I can see it actually just making a slightly new high by a tick or two before coming in. So that's why I've got the stop up there, and we'll just let the trade play out. So I'll pause the recording. Okay, just restarted the recording. I did drop the stop, protective buy stop, down to 56.50. It's a tick above the resistance and a couple ticks above today's high. It's really just been going sideways. It did pop up here, test within a tick of the high. Okay, now we just came down and got filled there at our first objective. So I'm going to go ahead and adjust this stop. First of all, the amount, I'm going to adjust that down to 2 because we were short 4. So I'll go ahead and I do want to adjust that down as well. So I'm going to bring it down. Okay, we're getting some good movement here. And we do have that 1 buy limit that we've had in here for some time. So I'll reduce the stop to 53.75. Okay, and I'll just make that marker right there. So we are finally starting to get some selling in here, which is a good sign. We knew that barrier was up there, and we also knew that we're in the intraday down auction. So we had the context kind of in our favor, and we also had quite a bit of sideways movement here, which is usually indicative of a market stalling after it has rallied as it did today. If you recall, I'll just squeeze the chart down a little bit. You can see that we did rally up from down around 41, so we did have a good rally, and then just stall. And oftentimes when a market does that within the context of a down intraday auction, then you're looking good to likely sell off. So okay, we just came within a tick here. Hopefully we can, maybe I'm trying to squeeze too much. I'm actually, let's see now, at we're short from 54.25. I'm gonna yeah, let's bring it up to here. Maybe we're trying to squeeze a little too much, because we know that, okay, 54.25, we just got 50.25, 50.75 we just got filled. This is actually, let me make that adjustment on there as well. This was really the area that we were looking at as daytime support, and just a couple ticks lower is the 49.50, which was a barrier that we were looking at um, going into the day. So I need to adjust the number of contracts down to just one, and we'll just leave that stop where it is for the moment. Okay, so you can see that the software has just now, at the end of that bar just a moment ago, formed this high velocity move, and that's indicative of swift selling. Of course, we knew that, but this is just visually defining it for us. And this last dip that we had in here before the market went up and came very close to the high of the day, that's likely to be a resistance area. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw another marker here, or another line right in here as a likely resistance, and as a result I'm going to lower the stop a little bit more. We'll put it at 53.25. That'll lock in at least 1 point there. So we're just going to do a trailing stop on the final contract here, and if we get fortunate, we'll have a nice sell-off. So okay, we're coming down to the support of 49.50, the 50 area, and we are getting some pretty aggressive selling. As you can see, all of these are red bars. We did have an inside bar here that was light green, but the red is our second strongest of our three aggressive selling bars, so this is pretty good selling right through here. Obviously also got the high velocity move. So coming down to the support, so we're likely going to have a bounce here, and now we've placed the stop just a little bit above the likely barrier here. In a situation like this, if I wasn't already in the trade, I would actually be looking to get short, probably in this area in here, probably in around the 52 area. At any rate, we'll just leave it the way it is for the moment. I'm going to just darken that up a little bit so we can see it a bit better, as a likely resistance area. So I'll pause the recording and pick it up as the market dictates. Okay, just want to bring you up today. I have adjusted the stop down here to 23.50.25, which is just above this previous barrier that we were looking at 49.50 to 50. It did come down there and bounce. Now we've moved through it. So if I've just put the stop a little bit above that, our next target is down here into the 46 area. So that's it for now. I'll pause the recording and pick it up as the market dictates. Okay, just restarted the recording. The market did hit that support at 46, as it turned out, right on the dot. We do have our stop in up here at 50.25. We're short from 54.25. We're getting pretty close to it. We just hit 49.50. So anyway, just bring you up to date on that, and hopefully we can stay in this trade and it can turn around and continue to make lower lows for this move. But just wanted to bring you up to date on what was happening here, and once again I'll pause the recording. Okay, we're getting some more down movement here, so I'm going to go ahead and adjust this stop down a little bit more. Bring it down to 49 for right now. Hopefully be able to lower that again fairly soon here. You can see we're giving it a good test of that 46 area here, so hopefully we can get another leg down and come on in here and give the low of the day a test. I'll just scroll this back. The low of the day is down here at 23.40, 23.39.75. Okay, I'll just move that back, and I'll go ahead and I'll just put a marker in there for us so we know where that is. Now we've just formed this other high velocity move. So in a down auction like this intraday, when you have a high velocity selling move, the high or the high area of this is generally speaking good area of resistance, and then would expect another leg down to at least test this low here. So we might be getting a bounce. So as a result, I'm just going to leave the stop where it is right there at 49. So we'll just leave it the way it is for the moment. We've got things in place. I'll pause the recording and pick it up when needed. Okay, just resume the recording. We just got filled right here on our marker at 49. We were short from 54.25. So the trade worked out well. We were short 4 contracts. So we exited two of them for a point and a half each right here. This is our entry here. This is our first exit. Our second exit was here for a 3.5 point gain, and then we got out on the last single contract here at 49 for 5.25 point gain. So it worked out pretty well. It's about 5.11 points. So it worked out to be a good trade. But I think the important thing here was, I didn't actually ever, I mentioned it, I should have actually marked it in here, but this is our resistance area up in here at 56.25. We knew that going into the day. We also knew about the 49.5. That was also an area that we knew going into the day. But these other areas were formed. This one here was formed during the day, as was this one down here. But all of them helped to assist us in managing the trade, and of course our intraday auction analysis. We realized that within the down intraday auction, because of the big sell-off that we had had a few days ago, and the follow-through that we had to some degree yesterday, we had shifted our intraday bias to down, and so we were able to use that as the context to with the preference of getting short today. And then when the market rallied up to resistance and stalled like that, we were able to get short, and then of course that was the impetus for the trade, and the actual trigger for the trade was off of the deceleration bar, and then the management of the trade also with the day trade the market software. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you'd like any more information about our software, our trading room, etc., just contact us at info@daytradethemarkets. Thanks. We'll see you next